Super excited to go back home.
Tell me about going back home.
Just so basically I'm leaving on the 20th itself. That's like so the entire batch is going on the second. But I'll be leaving on the 20th
Excited to
itself.
go back.
So just want to spend some time home
Tell me about going back home.
before
Sorry,
going
hold
to
on.
Delhi.
There we go. So, okay, now that Yogesh is here, you guys, just so you guys all know, the reason that I want to record this is because I want everybody to hear it back that maybe not hear, that maybe want to watch it later, or whoever has missed it doesn't have the awareness. So I think what would be really valuable, gentlemen, until the ladies show up, because I'm certain that we're gonna have a few ladies pop in here, um, would be to share a little bit about yourselves, and then what inspires you, where you're at, what you're doing, and then we can then go into the depth of what Yogesh is doing with Lokaa, and then we can see how we can really harmonize and come together. Does that sound good, fellas?
Yeah.
Love it. Who wants to start?
I'll start.
Okay.
Hi guys, hi Yogesh. Harsh is just
I
like below me, so what's up, Harsh? My name is Rushal. I come from India as well, Mumbai, as you might know. And I just to start with, we both are students, and in fact, if Natalia joins, she as well. We three are students of Tetr College of Business. It's a business college based out of everywhere, as we like to say. So our college is something unique. It's a rotational program, moreover. So every single semester we're in a different country. We start from Dubai, then we go to India, Delhi, Singapore, Ghana, New York, Milan, and Rio. These are the eight countries, and every place we go, our goal is to build a different business. So in India we have to build a D2C brand. In Dubai, we built an e-commerce business. In Ghana, it's an NGO, and Rio, it's a sustainability business. So on and so forth. That's the entire college, and it's more of a like learning by doing, so that you go to every country. Your classes are tailored according to the business that you're building, running ads and stuff like that for drop shipping, for example. So that's what we both are part of, and our degrees, bachelor's in management and technology. So it's like a dual major kind of thing in the real world. And yeah, talking about myself, I just love to explore new avenues, go to places, just throw myself out in uncomfortable situations, meet new people. And yeah, that's what I told Eric last time I met him. My life mantra is to fuck around and figure it out. So go to new places, figure stuff out, and yeah, just go with the flow.
Nice, Rushil. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So,
Nice to meet
do you
you.
guys work with companies to do, or how does it work?
So basically we have separate internships and everything, but that's different. But we are a college basically. So just our regular college classes every day and stuff like that. And yeah, then we have immersions and stuff for different companies depending on, the country and the region. For example, we had MR and Emirates this term. And in fact, just like 3 hours ago, me and Harsh were in the Dubai headquarters for Salesforce. So yeah, just like that.
Nice. This sounds very exciting because I personally I learn by doing. To have a college that focuses on that methodology, it's very exciting.
Yeah,
Nice.
truly, truly. And maybe Harsh, you could go ahead and tell him about something more.
Yeah,
So
Harsh, please share a little bit.
I'm Harsh. I'm from Gujarat in India, and basically everything about Tetr Rushal already said, but it's just that the ethos of Tetr is just putting you out there in the real world and just maybe do what you want to do and start early and fail fast. They don't want you to succeed right now as it is. They want you to just be out there and see how things work. And for me, I just want to make maybe a small impact on people, hopefully positive. And maybe, I don't know, this call and Loka Foundation. I was just seeing your guys' website, and it seems really, really inspiring. So would love to do something, collaborate together.
Nice.
One thing I just want to say is that success is by taking action and making things happen. That's what real success is. And because you're choosing to make a positive impact, you already are making an impact, brother. I just really want to highlight that because that is what success is. And all these other things that we've been told, it's all bullshit. So, like, what we are choosing to do and the way that we are choosing to operate is already success.
Yeah, I agree. Thank you, Eric.
All right. So I'm Yogesh. I was also born and raised in India. I'm from Chennai. I'm an architectural designer by profession. I did my master's in the US and I was working in San Diego, California. From there, I was super into my spiritual journey. So I quit my job and I came back, and then I completed my spiritual course, and then I just wanted to go deeper into that journey. So that's how I was curious about what does it feel like to think beyond oneself. So in that experimentation is how I got involved with Lokaa Foundation, and then it's been 2.5 years since I've been volunteering with them, and it's been fantastic so far. Um, they are into transforming tribes into sustainable communities, and their definition of sustainability is very different, or rather it's holistic. So it's not just limited to a particular lifestyle. um, it encompasses the livelihood aspect of living, the lifestyle aspect, the mental health aspect. So all of these together is what makes it a holistic approach. So that is something which I was fascinated, because that's the first time I saw a very different definition of sustainability from what I have used to seeing in corporate, in the colleges, and everywhere. Um, my involvement with Loka Foundation is I help with designing sustainable buildings in the world villages that we are working. And apart from that, I also help with other operations. I am super into streamlining operations. So I love efficiency. So that is also something which I focus on. And I'm so excited about this potential collaboration with Tetr.
So I wanted to make some suggestions. Natalia, are you here? I know that.
Hi, Eric. I surely
How are
missed your voice, your energy. So nice to catch up with you again.
Oh, it's Lita. How are
Yeah.
you? Amazing. So good to see
How
you.
are you?
Amazing. Amazing.
Hmm.
It's
Your
amazing to
name
see.
just shows 3 dots, Neeta.
Yeah,
I just
it's
wanted
okay.
to hide my name for a previous meeting. I didn't know it stayed the same way.
Nita, do you want to share a little bit about yourself so the gentlemen know your magic and who you are and all your
Sure,
devotion?
sure. So, before that, are you guys twins, Lucille and Harsh? You guys look so awfully the same. I just thought there are mirrors. One is showing one angle, the other is showing the other angle. And you guys are wearing a cap
It's
at
it's it's
home.
it's unique. I mean, most of the people, consider us to be related of some sorts because we tend to go to events together as well, and a lot of people tend to ask us the same question.
Mhm.
Mm, but you guys are not related whatsoever.
No.
Same
No.
college,
Wow.
Mumbai and Gujarat.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, oh, wow. Nice. Who's from Mumbai? Who's from Gujarat? Wait.
I'm from Bombay.
Makes sense. Chavla.
Yeah.
And you're a Gujju.
The same
Interesting.
background as well, I think.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
You guys can con people very easily, but don't do it. At least now. Okay, so I'm Neeta. Don't go by the three dots which are there. I'm also a volunteer of Loka Foundation. I think ever since last Last April. Yeah, I've just been to one of their flagship events, the Walk, a Walk to Remember. And I was so inspired by this man. His name is Acharya Ji, Acharya Anandagiri Ji. He is one of the key pillars of building Loka Foundation. So it's you see a lot of organizations, and then you would see Loka Foundation, which just has such different approach towards sustainability, which is to include Mother Earth in all the lifestyle choices that you make. I've never really heard it in that perspective, which really started to make me think that am I doing it? And that was when my volunteering journey started. And ever since I just contribute in whichever ways I can. So back then and probably even now I'm majorly into social media. I love Instagram. I love somehow telling stories through posts and reels and stories just to communicate what that brand or what that organization is really about. So I've been helping them with media and content. And slowly journeying with Loka Foundation made me realize that I'm more of a people's person. So we do this. This was again something which was always idealized by Yogesh, that he always wanted remote volunteers to connect with people so that they would know what's actually going on within the foundation, and that would sort of make them more involved. So, but again, you would need someone to take that up, and this is again we're all volunteers, so it's something that you do voluntarily, right? So I want to take it up to not take things up a notch to make it more fun to actually give people a good experience. Think that has always been something that I always look up to. Whether it's walk, whether it's a weekly hangout, whether it's anything, I always wish to give people a good experience. So that is where I keep contributing. And other than that, I might look really young. I am young. I'm 23, and I'm from Hyderabad, one of the metropolitan city, South Indian. But I do look like a North Indian, guys. And don't laugh. सिर्फ लुक लाइक नॉर्थ इंडियन बहुत अच्छे से हिंदी बात करती हूँ मैं इसको समझ में ही नहीं आता कुछ भी yeah, now
I
you can
mean, we
ask.
South for us South Indians, it sounds like Hindi, but you guys can spot a lot of mistakes.
Are there mistakes? Harsh, Rasil, come on, side me up to it.
We
There we
haven't
go.
heard it enough.
Exactly. Yeah. I love it. Yes. Well said.
Yes, I got Eric with me. So yeah. Yeah, that's about me, and I would love to know about the twins who are not twins.
Oh, one had to remove the cap.
No, I was actually feeling pretty hot now. This light
Mm,
right here is killing me.
So I wanted to make a suggestion, and I think that one of the things that, by listening to Sophia, by spending time with the whole class, by observing Rushil, Harsh, also Natalia, and then just really knowing the family in Loka, I just wanted to see, because I know you guys are going to India for the next semester. So, and then after that, you're gonna go do an NGO in Ghana. So I think that by learning, by doing, and integrating alongside Loka, there could be a lot of value added to Tether. And I think by you gentlemen suggesting or seeing what needs to happen with Tether, and maybe the people that are also leading Tether, or however that looks like, so the whole class can really go and spend time with Loka, and really harmonizing the school and Loka as an organization for how that impact can be then created and help the students to really build on the ground alongside something that has been so feasible, so meaningful, so intentional for such a long period of time, alongside these great leaders, that are leading these amazing youth, but also as the youth is leading the next generation, and so that we can continue to be the example of what's possible. And so this was kind of like, you know, as it all came together, it was just very clear for me to all sit down and have this conversation and then discover ways that we can influence the behaviors of those that are, you know, taking you all to Delhi, so that they can also take you all to Andhra Pradesh to really spend time at Satva. And then on the flip side, Yogesh and Nita to also then suggest this to Anandagiri and you know, everyone else there, so that they can maybe create this experience for the whole community, so that we can figure out ways to work together. So I'll leave it at that. And I know that, you know, the details and all these things are really probably not my greatest area of expertise, but I do know that something's meant to happen. So what do you guys feel? How does this feel? How does this, you know, create? What do you guys think? Rishi, do you want to start?
Yeah, for sure. So first of all, this seems and sounds very interesting for me, you know, and as I said, I'm someone who dives head in first, so come me in. And you know, the best part about Tether is that um we ourselves are the co-founders of Tetr, right? So that's what the our post is, not a student but co-founders. So we are directly building Tetr. So for example, Eric, last I think a week and a half ago, there was Claudia on campus taking a self-healing and motivation and, you know, all like class. And, you know, we wanted to invite her like last time, and then she came. Similarly, we went to sales first today, and, you know, probably the sales first people will be coming in to teach as well. So it's pretty doable, especially in the fact that it's India and the home base for the college is India, because Masters Union, which is the second sister college, is already running in Delhi. So it's much more easier in terms of logistics. It's much more easier in terms of doability, and it's much more easier in terms of actually getting started with it. So for sure, you know, if that's possible, I would love to be the POC for Lokaa, and would love to communicate this, you know, to Tetr as well. Harsh?
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm also really in. I was in from the start because seeing your guys' website was really intriguing to me, and I am fully passionate about what you guys are doing also. So, yeah, I mean, Rushil was on point about whatever he said, and we can definitely make it possible.
You guys should see the Instagram for the real movie. Let's set it a teaser.
Self-promotion coming in.
Self-promotion, yes, because she leads the media of Loka Foundation.
Foundation
So
promotion, yeah.
she's just you know, promoting her work, flaunting her work.
I love it.
I would just like to elaborate a little bit about the approach of Loka Foundation and then why the walk. Loka Foundation's approach is human being first, infrastructure next. If you look at any other organization, we are not the first ones to do it. If you look at any other organization, they've been doing it for a very long time. You know, you take producing organic lifestyle products or sustainable material homes made of sustainable materials, or empowering the tribals. All these aspects you see in other organizations as well. So what is special about Loka Foundation? It is where it originates. Why do they do what they do? If you look at the measures that the world takes towards a sustainable future, what drives them? The wildlife, the wildfire in California, Antarctica glaciers melting, species are going extinct, the ocean is getting polluted. At the core, what drives them is the guilt or fear. of not having a tomorrow, a brighter tomorrow. But are these two the only two spaces where a human being can operate from? Maybe not. Maybe there is a third way to operate. Maybe there is also a third way to operate. Maybe there is more. So the third way that the villagers operate from, they have no clue about what global warming is. They have no clue about what's going on in other parts of the world. Yet, every single choices they make is towards a sustainable future. And if you inquire why do they do that, it is a very simple thing, which is connection with nature. When they are so connected with nature, every single action of theirs also includes the well-being of nature. So they do not just think what is good for their skin, what is good for their face, what is good for their business. Along with this, they also think what is good for me and what is good for Mother Earth, what is good for my business and what is good for Mother Earth. So they become inclusive in the decision making, and that inclusivity originates from a state of connection, which is very fascinating. Now, guilt and fear, you can never see in them. They also have certain lifestyles of theirs which is not sustainable, but they are not stuck in fear nor the guilt. Wherever they can take or create a positive impact, they do it. Wherever they are not able to do it yet, they do not. So that's the clarity that they have. And now, because the foundation has created something so fantastic with a very strong core, it's not enough for the foundation to have just 6 world villages. We need more such villages all over India, all over the world. And for these world villages to be created all over the world, this idea has to spread beyond the foundation. We need more Rushils, we need more Harsh starting their businesses who doesn't just think about what is good for their business, but they also think about what is good for their business, what is good for them, and good for Mother Earth. And that shouldn't be originating from a state of fear or guilt, or just for the sake of doing the right thing. It can also start from a state of connection. You so bloody love her. You love her like anything. So you're so inclusive in your decision making. So that's the notion of the walk. We want more young people to fall in love with her. So that's why we do the walk. And the walk is completely hosted by the volunteers to create more such volunteers. So that is why we do the walk. So, and also like the name suggests, you walk the walk. That's why it's just the walk.
So I think that this is one of the catalysts to get together is really go into the walk, learn, listen, pay attention, and then from that place there will be more action steps that can be created and harmonized. Is this what I'm hearing, gentlemen and lady? Cool. I love it. So what do we need next in terms of dates? Do we need to clarify what in terms of action steps from here so that we can make this happen and come to life and ignite some fires under some butts to make it a reality?
Yes. So how long are you guys here for? Starting
So
when?
currently, our cohort ends in Dubai on December 20th, and everyone
Mhm.
arrives in Jalandhar on the 3rd. So we are there in Jalandhar for about 20 days. That's until the end of January, and then we come back to Gurgaon for the next Feb, March, April, and then we end on the 1st of May.
You
And then
come
we have
back to New Delhi?
New Delhi on the 1st of February, but we're in India, that's Jalandhar, Punjab,
Yes.
since January 2nd.
So do
So
you
Jan
already have everything planned for your
planned
entire
as yeah, more or
planned
less,
as
yeah,
in okay.
because our classes and everything are planned, but
Okay.
most of the things that happen here at Tetr that are special or that are unique or that are impactful is all on spot. So, it's very
Okay.
possible that we'll be going tomorrow to some event, but we don't know about it yet. So
Oh, nice. Nice. Okay. I
we
mean,
like 120 of us only, and all 100 of 20 us, 20 of us go to the 8 different countries together. So definitely, like there is a bit of a large group, about 100 and like 10, 20. So we can structure it accordingly so that
yes.
everything can be managed alongside with the everyone being able to give their best.
Mhm. So the walk will be a 3-day event. It can also be customized for less than 3 days, but 3 days is a very good time. We can take it slow and really imbibe the learning. So and one other factor would be the weather. I'm not sure how good you guys can handle the heat. I think after late January, slowly starts getting warmer. So maybe late Jan or early Feb will be the most preferred time to visit. Anything after that is still possible, but it's just that it's going to be difficult for you guys. It's hot and humid.
Almost
Yeah.
barbecued.
I mean, Dubai already gave us a good look of what the heat could look like in
But is it
the
humid? Is it also humid
yeah, no, it
in
wasn't
Dubai?
no, not very humid, but at least it was pretty hot and dry. But I come from Bombay, so humidity is
Mhm.
insane.
Okay.
Is the walk gonna happen in Andhra Pradesh?
Yes.
Yes, it'll
Okay.
so we'll be walking through the world villages, learning about them, their history, what are they doing right now, what are their plans, and all. But it's not just that. We'll also be having youths from around India and also some parts of the world coming. It'll be a very fun event. We'll be trekking into the mountains, 1.9-year-old mountain, a
Billion years.
billion-year-old mountain.
Yeah, because at Tether, the diversity is amazing. You'll find like people from 45 different countries
Mhm.
within those 120 students. So it'll be pretty unique and it'll be, and I think more than anything, it'll be very a humbling experience for everyone because I'm pretty sure that everyone sometimes needs a calm break. So I think everyone would
Oh, this is
appreciate.
more than what you can ask for.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
This is one of the most, this could be one of the most humbling experiences. I mean, Eric has been to the villages. Yeah,
And he
it'll be
It
hasn't
one
met
of
really
up
is.
here.
It really is been for me just beautiful to observe how much benevolence, because as most of spending time in the forest in the Amazon is also very humbling, and recognizing how abundant in their energy the villagers are, and then seeing that also in multiple different cultures around the world, whether it's Ecuador, Brazil, Mexico, or now India, and then discovering these types of knowingness in the purity of the children and how they choose to operate and what it is that they see And this seeing-ness becomes a knowingness, and this knowingness becomes a benevolence that we all get to express through being truly who we are. And then as a result, we can take more responsibility, right? So having this devotion to identifying and understanding that community is really about taking care of each other and acknowledging the true presence of one another because we are part of nature and nature is part of us, and then seeing that unique technology, that we come from, it becomes this infinite force of knowing and possibility that comes through us all, and then we get to show up and pass this on. And by having 110, 120 people from all over the world that are choosing to consciously take their experiences and input them into their businesses and then duplicate that over the next years around the world as you guys keep traveling, it's going to be a philosophy that gets to actually ignite like a lotus all over and really expand its awareness everywhere. And I think this is something that, if I may suggest, even after the 3 days, to maybe have one day to brainstorm or to talk all together or to have like a class on site all together with ways that some of this integration can happen even more meaningfully, for a day or two after, just to like really take the experience and then take the cognitive, use it to amplify in ways that we can, really bring more of this energy in a grounded approach moving forward. So I think it's gonna be profound, and I'm so excited.
I can already imagine it to be profound. So, really, really looking forward to this. And, Yogesh, however you want to place it out, we can, kind of discuss and everything. And me and as well as Harsh, can, even take it further to the Tetr team and then discuss everything that's, kind of necessary, the dates and everything, because we can like pre-plan it and keep it beforehand so that anything that suddenly comes up is not planned between those 3 days, and then we could roll out a Google Forms or something to understand interests and everything, with a sort of background, and then we could kind of go forward with it.
Sounds good.
Yes,
Perfect.
I'm so happy. You guys are the best. This is so big, so good, so huge. I'm so grateful. Yeah, it's like a dream happening in reality. So thank you.
I mean, thanks to you,
Nice.
Eric.
Yeah.
Thanks to you, everyone.
So funnily, I
I think
remember
you're
the
like our Santa. Every
yeah.
December, you just give us a gift. Last time it was you, now it's Tetr.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
last Christmas Eric was here for a
Was here.
month. Away from family with the family.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So cool. Because I met Eric for the very first time on the Excellence Summit Awards. And the very first thing, when he came to know that we both are from India, he was like, I gotta connect you to this Loka Foundation. And we were like, okay, sure, with that. And then I guess like I'll for sure connect you guys. This person called Yogesh. And and here we are. So indeed needed to be met.
Nice.
Is there anything else that you guys feel I can do or I need to do to support you guys? Emails, anything? Do you want me to send out an email? What can I do to help you guys moving forward? Is there anything that you need from me?
I think the biggest thing would be to know how should we actually propose this to the college. I mean, it's not that hard considering we know everyone present in the people who decide in the decision makers. But what's the right way to actually present Loka, because how the students can perceive it, and how Loka wants to kind of be out there. So if just understanding that bit, and then maybe drafting a official letter or something like that, and then emailing that, and then we can go and talk to them.
There are different ways this can have an impact, considering your background. So we have students coming here and doing their research, studying how the solution for global warming is connections.
Did you just make that up?
No, that's the Ali's thesis. Yeah.
Okay.
So Ali is from the US. She did her she studied in Germany, and while during her thesis, she came here, spent a month, a little more than a month, studying the villages, the methodology of Lokaa Foundation, and all those things. As we speak, we have one more student doing her internship in one of the world villages. She's staying in the Lokaa Foundation's volunteer house, where all the volunteers stay, and she's doing her internship. She is also from Germany. So if you want the walk to be proposed as to how it could benefit the curriculum, then we can focus on that particular aspect as well.
For sure. And I think like a mix of both would be like the sweet spot to kind of place it in. And however you want to take it, whenever you're ready. But preferably as soon as possible, so that we plan it at least like a month before, month and a half before, so that it's easier for the logistics and everything to be managed off. So however, how would you want to take it further?
So we can probably, I can walk you through the aspects that are exciting about Lokaa Foundation, the topics that are worth exploring with Lokaa Foundation, and then you can pick and see which to focus on, along with all other materials of the walk, like a promo video, pictures, brochure, impact reports, and all those things. Whatever details you need from the foundation's end, we can provide you with those, and we can sit together, put a proposal together, and send it to Tetr.
Yeah, that works. And then we could have, our student experience people on the call. So that'd be dope.
Yes. In fact, we will also be having a design semester in 2025 fall with State University of New York in Buffalo. So there are several ways we could collaborate. It need not be just the walk.
Got it. I think the walk is a good hook to attach and get the students on board to for all the future opportunities, right? Opportunities and all of the inclusement, as well as just to make the students kind of understand and aware about what Loka does and how probably they can contribute, and what changes, as simple as that, what changes they should get in their day-to-day lives, right? So for sure, let's do it.
Nice, sounds good.
Perfect.
I love it. Yogesh, what do you need? What do you need anything from me, brother, at all?
Nothing I could think of right now. However, one request would be that if we happen to finalize a date, and also that those dates happen to be working for you, you can also consider coming here.
Absolutely. So let's make it happen. Whenever works, I will do my best to definitely be there and support you. And then if my suggestion would be to then afterwards, I would love, like I said, to integrate a meaningful like a workshop to how are we gonna go further, because that is the biggest thing, is like taking from it away and then choosing to implement it, like you said, in New York or in Ghana or everywhere else, so that these 110 students take or make the choice themselves, of course, and are empowered to integrate even more meaningfully with this. And I think that that's going to be the fun part of like harmonizing nature, business, and bringing this to life. So yes, let's whatever dates we'll make it, we'll figure it out, and I'll make it happen if we can make it happen. So I really believe in the power of the universe, and it will support us to make it come to life. So I think that's all I have in terms of my suggestions. Anyone else have anything else to add? Natalie's
Eric,
saying that she can't get in, but I don't understand. Sorry, what were you gonna say?
I was just saying that, Eric, the biggest part we need from you is your energy. Um, it's really like, I mean, everything that's until she can get, and Yogesh, you can let me know, what and when you're free, maybe this week or next week, whenever we can sit for like an hour, hour and a half, and actually get everything together, so that the next step is directly pitching to the college. Just making, but like working around that and getting that through.
Cool.
Yeah.
So one thing, gentlemen, if it's okay. So I'm with if you guys I'm with Tony all week. So we're doing Date with Destiny starting tomorrow. Um and if you guys want to at least get some sort of the things done over the week, so that after Date with Destiny, I can come in and really help and guide and support any things that can add value or share my insights. I think this would be really meaningful, because then I'll be coming out of Date with Destiny just like raw and full of energy and integration. So I think like you said, Rushi, is getting this to the school sooner rather than later is going to be the big thing. So
Yeah.
I can help organize anything that you guys need, but I will send out an email with the show note or with the notes of this meeting, so that you guys can also be connected on via email. Does that work?
Perfect. That works best.
Yeah, and then maybe you could also write a recommendation letter, maybe as one of the factors while we give the proposal. What do you think, Rushil, Ash?
Yeah, I think that would help a lot.
Because Eric has been here, Eric has also known Tetr. I think that should be.
Yeah,
Yes.
he has been to the campus, and the faculty also know him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. I'll definitely put something beautiful together.
Perfect. And you
Natalia,
guys can check.
Sorry, go ahead. Apologies. Go ahead.
You guys can also check the Instagram posts, videos to get a vibe of, how the walk is.
Yeah, definitely.
And maybe send a compliment,
You had to come back to Instagram. You're not going anywhere.
Natalia,
Hi,
do
Natalia.
you want to say
Hi.
anything? Do you want to just present yourself, or do you want to introduce
Sure.
yourself?
Can you guys hear me in the first place? Because my
Yes.
camera's not turning on, so I'm not sure if my mic is working either. Okay, you can. I'm sorry for all the Zoom issues I've been having today. Anyways, my name is Natalia Stefanowski. I'm also a student at Tetr College of Business, along with Harsh and Rushil. And yeah, before Tetr, I was traveling a bunch, and I was also in engineering school in my previous life, as I call it. Yeah, and I'm very into just learning about different cultures and bridging how people, like bridging gaps across differences, but also like kind of showing how separation is the biggest solution in this world. And I'm also very passionate about holistic health. I actually just started a startup called Remedy, which is a platform to share and find natural remedies and for generational wisdom to be passed down, but also for people from all different kinds of backgrounds to have access to each other's natural healing methods. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm focused on right now. Very happy to be here. Kind of missed the entire meeting up to now, so I'll be caught up on the notes for sure, unless someone wants to debrief a little bit. Also, thank you
Natalia,
so
don't
much
worry.
for
We'll
having
talk
us.
tomorrow. I'll brief you up with everything that happened.
Perfect. Sounds good.
Yeah. And
Nice to
it's
meet
also
you.
recorded. It's also recorded so that you can watch it back if you want.
Amazing. Thank you so much. Thanks, Eric.
It's good to have you here and amazing to see everybody coming together. I feel really fulfilled right now. I just want to say thank you to all of you.
Thank you,
Very
everyone.
grateful to you and everyone here.
Yeah, truly, truly.
Likewise.
I kind of envy a little looking at Tetr.
I
Wish
know,
I
right? I want to
I
go
had known
back.
about.
Don't worry, Yogesh, you're not the first one to tell us this.
Yeah.
Nice.
Any chance I'm gonna get a wild card entry?
Oh, yeah, I think Neeta's into MBA, business school. So
Tether
maybe,
is opening a business school.
Hopefully, fingers crossed.
Yeah, they're opening up a
Hopefully,
master's
yeah.
program.
Yeah,
Soon.
exactly.
Okay, now that just makes one of us envious, and that's you. I still have a chance.
Well, maybe that's also another approach that that Lokaa can provide through Tether is like harmonizing a way to create a way that these experiences and Tether and Lokaa can work together to show future students or volunteers that they can actually get their degree by doing experiences around the world and really harmonizing the organizational knowledge with schooling that builds businesses for impact.
yeah. I mean, when you guys are here, you'll also have a look at this business called Prakriti, which is started by eight tribal women. And the business has been empowered by Lokaa Foundation. So all the volunteers guide the tribal women, and the business is focused only on eco-friendly lifestyle products. So they have face packs made of mud, they have body washes made of soap nuts. What else do they have?
The
Mosquito
same soap nut
repellents.
liquid acts as a cleansing agent, and they
Yes.
have the natural multani mitti. They've also started making hibiscus powder, and that is something they all use it on themselves. And I'm just back from the walk, and I've visited them 2 months back, and I actually saw the difference. I'm like, give me more, give me more. So they're they're doing very well in terms of producing these, and yeah.
Yeah, we took the villagers on a skill exposure visit 2 years back, and then it started with just two products. One is the soap nut liquid, and the other is leaf plate to reduce single-use plastic consumption. Now they are super into it. They have started doing their own R&D research refinements, and then now they have maybe like 6 to 7 other products that they um, came up with
By
themselves.
themselves. Yeah, then they're just not afraid to experiment. If they're going wrong, they're going wrong.
Yeah,
They're again coming back. They're
every single time you visit the village, they would probably hand over a soap and then ask you to try. They'll hand you over a body wash and ask you to try, ask for feedbacks, and then I'll ask, how can we improvise this? How can we, enhance the aroma? It's very exciting to look at that.
For sure,
It's
yeah,
like-
really.
It's like your own venture studio.
Yeah.
Like having all these startups or ideas come to you and then say, hey, how will this work in the mass market, or how can it be amplified? And then utilizing that ability to then create change, but then also the economics create a benefit for the culture or for the village specifically. So it could be a very abundant approach that creates benevolence on multiple different areas.
And it can also go either ways. You teach and you also learn. As you learn, you also teach. So it goes both ways. So maybe even after the walk, you guys can continue to work with the women, continue to, help them with the businesses, learn from each other. So it need not be just a 3-day learning.
For
Yeah,
sure,
for
yeah.
sure.
Yeah,
I
that's
love that
what
vision of also empowering the tribal communities to like run their own businesses. I remember when I was in India for the first time, I went to a place called the Govardhan Eco Village. Are you familiar? It's in Maharashtra. And they had like this vocational school for tribal youth, and they had a farming initiative of sustainable farming for tribal communities nearby. And I really loved what they were doing because they're also empowering the students there to like start their own like small businesses with like a lot of like the crafts that they would make, or like with welding, or the girls in the sewing class would like sell scrunchies or bags that they made and actually start to earn an income, which really is really cool. So to be a part of an initiative like this, like that would be amazing.
Yeah.
To help people.
this is beautiful. Cool. Amazing. So I think we are settled. We have figured it out, and we are on point. So the energy, frequency, and vibration. If you want to know the secrets of the universe, that's all you need. And here we are figuring it out. So magic has been magic has been created, and I just really feel that we're onto something really big here, which is great.
Yeah. And Rushil, Harsh, anyone, feel free to bother me anytime. Let us get it going.
Yeah.
Sure, for sure. Let's
That's
do
good.
it.
Cool. So with that, if there's anything else that you guys want to share, is there any last insights that you feel like sharing, or anything else I can do to support?
Not too sure again about the conversation that happened earlier, but I think like because you guys mentioned that you had a social media, I think also documenting a lot of like the experience would be really cool, because I feel like there's also so much to learn from these people, especially in regards to sustainability, like you said, Yogesh, and in regards to how to like be resourceful and how to live more so with the environment, because I truly believe that we don't have to reinvent the wheel when it comes to sustainability, and especially tribal communities, like they have a lot of that wisdom passed down to them, and they have been living very closely with nature for a long time. So how can we take their wisdom and also make it accessible for an audience that like how can we like integrate both the knowledge that they bring to the table with the knowledge of the modern world? I feel like that could be a very powerful thing to help do. And yeah, make sure that their voices are heard and appreciated on like a bigger scale, because they hold so much wisdom, and I believe that that deserves a platform to be shared.
Yeah. I mean, in fact, one of the initiatives of Lokaa Foundation is to make sure that this wisdom is being passed on. So every once in a while, the elder of the villager, along with the kids of the villagers, will go on a nature walk and they sit in the nature, they meditate, spend time, and then in the nature, the villager will also speak about the herbs, the medicinal benefits of it. That way, that knowledge is not forgotten.
Would there be a way for like somebody that's, I guess, like me and like not from the community or like not from the village to also be able to learn something like that?
Absolutely, yes. Like,
I'd
in
love
fact,
to.
I was just mentioning that we have one student from Germany who is here as part of her internship. She'll be documenting all the herbs and everything by working with the elders of the village.
That's amazing. I think that's really cool. I'd love to like also like get connected maybe with that student.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Natalia, you are you sure you weren't here? Because what you basically just said was you highlighted basically what we talked about. So it's
I don't know. I
great.
think it was just
It's like-
vibrational alignment.
Yeah,
I was
that's what I mean.
always
That's what-
hearing, you know that.
It's like I said, it becomes easy when it's frequency. So,
Also,
But
Mr.
definitely-
Eric Balance, I love that environment you have going on. It's very, very beautiful background.
we this is a very meaningful painting for me. So when I saw it in the Sistine Chapel, it blew my mind because it showcases, at least for me, the meaning of responsibility, of how do we choose to actually operate as a collective, and how do we pass on the narrative of what comes through us to the next generation, right? So this is a very meaningful painting, because it's also part of the brain. So this is like the third eye. If you study it, and it also gives a lot of awareness. So the more of us tap into this observer perspective, the more of us can choose to operate with even more responsibility and work together, because everyone is the teacher. Everyone is also the student. I'm the biggest one. I'm a big student, so
Yeah, I mean, learning and teaching goes hand in hand both ways, always.
yeah. So I think when you watch this back, Natalia, I think you'll have a lot of insights and awareness, and then I'll share everything again. But thank you again. I just want to, for the third or fourth time now, say thank you.
Thank you,
Much
Eric.
love, much gratitude.
And
so
thank
much.
you, the Tetr team. We're so excited to having you guys here.
It's truly our pleasure, and
Yeah.
let's actually get started and make a meaningful impact here.
Yeah,
Sounds like a
Rushil is
plan.
calling you tomorrow itself for that meeting.
Yeah.
I can't wait to
Yeah.
see you guys at the
We're
campus.
ready. We're ready.
Yeah.
Cool.
Nice.
Awesome, guys. So I'll send an email through and give you guys some highlights, and let's organize maybe a follow-up meeting all together after the 13th. But maybe you guys can meet before then. I don't know if that's possible, but if it's okay, I'd love to make a net follow-up meeting happen. Would Friday the 13th at this same time work?
Yes. Of course. In the meantime, I think I can work with all the students and put a proposal together.
Love it.
And yeah, by 13th, I believe we should have probably an answer from the team. Rushil?
Yeah. We
Yeah, for
will.
sure.
Yeah.
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 Would you be
Cool.
needing me for anything?
Yes, and Eric, I think it will be nice to add Neeta as well in the group, and we'll try to have all the conversations in the group so that everyone's updated.
Even Harsh needs to be added to the group. I sent in the link, but he was, yeah.
Okay.
And I won't be joining the 13 meeting. My Abundance Festival runs late to midnight. So
No worries. I'll add you to the group right now in the tech but I just sent out the invite for the 13th
Mhm.
so that we can go through this. And in the meantime, I'll also share or send a letter of recommendation, as you guys suggested, to like bring the two together on both ends. Okay, so I'll get that done before the end of the day, so I can get that sent over to you guys, and you guys can get everything that needs to be done by the 13th. And if there's anything, Nita, that you need before the 13th, or you guys want to add in terms of social media or anything, because I know you won't be able in the meeting, just throw it into the group. Yeah, I'm at your service, all of you. Okay, so whatever you guys need, you just say, Eric, I need this, or we need to find this person, or I need somebody from this side of the world. I'll figure it out. Okay.
Yeah, super connector.
Thank you.
Keep spreading your
All we
energy,
gotta do,
Eric.
all we gotta do is trust ourselves, and the magic happens. You know, this is something that I've learned over and over again. We just gotta have faith. Cool.
All right. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much.
Ciao.
Ciao, ciao. Good
Thank you.
night.
Good night.
Good night.